Hello, beautiful. What is up? Welcome back or welcome. I hope that you are having a wonderful day so far. Today, we are going to be focusing on the love story between you and your future spouse. I don't believe I've done a reading like this in quite some time, so I am rather excited to get on into it. Before I do, this is just your reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice, so please just take what resonates. If something does not resonate, simply leave it behind. And with that, everybody, here is a clip of your piles right now. 3 piles. We have group number 1 with the candle, group number 2 with the crystal, and group number 3 with the stack of books. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. All right, you have now picked your pile. Please go ahead and check out the description box or 50 timestamps for when your reading will start. And with that, I will just see you in your reading. Hi, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. We will start off with our zodiac dice. We have Leo and Taurus. Hello, Leo. Hello, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus and Libra. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo. Just Virgo. Hello, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. All right, guys. Getting started. I do want to have a quick understanding of how you guys are meeting. If we can pull a timeline, I will also do that, but I want to focus quickly on how you guys are meeting and then the love story between the two of you. Can I please get some astrology cards to represent how are they meeting? Okay. So, also, if you guys do want a personal reading, I do have those at the first of every month, unless it's stated otherwise on my Etsy shop. Okay, so, this is gonna offend some people, so I am sorry that you're offended, but I feel like what I'm seeing with these first 2 cards, it's connected to Mars. Both of these cards are connected to Mars, Scorpio and Aries. It's Mars energy. Now, what am I picking up from that? I do feel like for a lot of you, you're starting off your relationship with your future spouse as a relationship that is more physical, okay? Or a relationship that's more based in passion. And again, I know that's not like the classic love story of like, oh, me and my future spouse were just hooking up and we were just friends and having a good time and then we fell in love. Like that's, we want cuter love stories. I get it. But that is what I'm getting with Aries and Scorpio. So for a lot of you, like I said, I believe that this relationship is one that starts off very casual, very fun. One that's based in attraction and physicality. Now, for those of you where you're like, I don't engage in physicality prior to making a commitment, valid. I am the same way. However, that could still mean that you and this person, your connection starts based on the fact that like you're attracted to them and they're attracted to you. Maybe you guys have a flirtatious back and forth. Maybe you guys engage in intimacy in other ways that are not necessarily the act itself. I'm trying to figure out how to say this without upsetting the rules. But anyways, the beginning of this relationship, you guys, it feels casual. It feels like we are just engaging in physicality. For a lot of you, that's going to mean that you are meeting this person online or you are meeting this person through like a dating app or something like that. We are not in the mind space or in the head space of taking this relationship seriously at first. We do have the 6th house of routine. So for some of you, you're meeting this person at work or you're meeting them at the gym, okay? The reason I'm bringing up these 2 locations is because the 6th house is all about our routine. It's about our day-to-day. So again, work, gym, things that you're doing during your day-to-day. Maybe you're taking your dog out on a walk, right? I know not everybody watching this goes to the gym. I'm assuming most people watching this do go to work or do go to university, do go to some type of educational situation during the day. So I would assume that that is meaning that you're meeting them in that environment, okay? Something that is a part of your daily routine. We do have the part of fortune increase, so this is representing where you are lucky, where you receive your fortune. I am kind of just seeing this as the way in which you two are meeting is going to feel very lucky in hindsight. Again, regardless of if you are meeting them on an app or at work or at the gym, it almost feels like you just barely, like you could have just barely missed them, right? I'm not sure that this person works with you. okay? I'm not sure that this person even goes to the gym that you go to, but it feels like on a random Tuesday, right? I wake up, I go to the gym at a time that I normally don't go, and then I just so happen to meet the person that we're talking about, my future spouse, and we engage in physicality, or we start dating casually and have fun and blah, 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 and then we fall in love and things become progressively more serious. That's kind of the scenario I'm seeing in my head. Or maybe somebody who's coming into your work as like a temp, somebody who's not supposed to be there permanently, or somebody who is there at like an odd time, like they're taking an odd shift. Does that make sense? Okay. With that, guys, let's go ahead and move forward to your guys' love story. Can I please get a message for group number 1? What is the love story between them and their future spouse? I think this is the first one that popped out. And again, guys, what is this? The Knight of Wands. Like I said, I know a lot of you watching this aren't going to love this, but like the reality is, for the vast majority of you who picked this pile, this isn't love at first sight. This is like lust at first sight. This isn't, I met my spouse and I just looked at them and I was like, oh, I'm gonna marry them one day. It's more of like, oh, I want to like take their clothes off, or oh, like they're so attractive, I want to go on a date with them, or I wanted this, I wanted that. It very much feels like that. So Knight of Wands, we are exploring our passion, we are igniting our passion and going forward with that. We have the Nine of Swords as well. So this is anxiety inducing, you guys. Again, this is very reasonable to me that this is showing up under this context, because I believe when we start relationships where there is no defined, clear, like, oh, I'm gonna go, like we're in a relationship, or oh, like we're not seeing other people. I think when there's a lack of definition between two people who are attracted to each other and dating, it's very natural and normal for that then to turn into a situation where you feel insecure, or where you feel like, ooh, like I don't know what's going on and I have a little bit of anxiety. Are they seeing other people? Are they this? Are they that? Okay. I'm not saying that they are seeing other people, guys, when you two start engaging. I'm just saying that the anxiety or the worry behind that is there. And again, the reason why the worry behind that is there is because the relationship is not defined. The relationship is not, there are no clear lines. We've got the Four of Wands. This is again talking about stability. This is passion, excitement, something that we want to celebrate. Like I said, this is a reading about your future spouse, and this card specifically does talk about marriage and celebrating a marriage. So confirmation. We have the Three of Wands, and to me, this is representing that your love for this person, your emotions for this person, it's growing over time. It's not something that you immediately feel or you immediately experience. It's more so something that as time goes on, you become more and more attracted to this person, or more emotionally connected to this person. This feels like a slow burn, and again, not so much a love at first sight type of energy. We have the Ace of Wands. This is potential for the future. This is also talking about passion, group number 1. Oftentimes when the Ace of Wands shows up, I do see this as two people who are engaging in intimacy. I also see this as two people who are very excited and passionate towards each other. This is also potential for pregnancy. The reason why is because, like I said, this is connected to literally like the male member of a wand, okay? This is representing passion, excitement, potential for growth. So when we combine passion, lusty energy, and potential for growth, obviously pregnancy could occur, sure. We've got the Four of Cups as well. Now, the Four of Cups, you guys, is talking about not knowing if we want to take an offer. So again, this is representing to me the fact that you guys start this connection out not necessarily knowing, like, do I want to be with, like, am I going to be with you? Do I not want to be with you? It feels very like the relationship is a little bit up in the air, okay? Like, I like you, but like, do we want to be in a, and it, honestly, guys, it could just be for some of you that you got out of a serious relationship not that long after meeting this person, or not that long before meeting this person. So you're like, I'm hesitant to get into a serious relationship. Or maybe for some of you, it's like, I just moved to this city. I want to like be single for a little while, or I want to explore. There could be valid reasons as to why we are not instantly jumping into this connection with commitment, okay? Then we have the King of Swords, you guys. Now, having this show up for you, group number 1, I do see this as like, as time goes on, you both are seeing the compatibility between the two of you, and like the relationship makes logical sense. Again, this doesn't feel like love at first sight. This feels like something that as time goes on and we learn more about each other, the relationship just makes sense. It just feels right. The King of Swords is somebody who removes his emotions from his decision making. It's not to say that he's not emotional. It's not to say that he doesn't have a heart, but he removes his emotions from his decision making. So when he makes a decision, it has to make logical sense. It has to be clear cut that this is the right decision to make. So I do feel like the two of you kind of just end up making sense together, okay? What do I mean by that? I mean, like, your life goals are very similar. The way you live your lifestyle is very similar to the way that they live their lifestyle. Your boundaries are similar to their boundaries. You two may have a lot of similarities. Again, not just currently, but like how you are projecting your life or how you perceive the projection of your life moving forward. So it makes sense for us to be together. It makes sense for us to get married or for us to engage in this serious relationship. Can I please get a message around the love story between... Yeah, okay. I think that this is a very mature love, you guys. I don't think this is silly. I don't think this is like we're going back and forth with each other on whether or not we should be together. It feels like once the emotions are acknowledged, the relationship is solidified. Once we both recognize that we want this, once we both recognize that our emotions are involved, this relationship is solidified. We are moving forward with this connection because we see the potential for the future. We see the potential for growth within the connection. Let me try to get a little bit more clear. Okay. So with the mature man showing up as well, I could see this, you guys, essentially as like an energy of the two of you having intentions to grow old together, having intentions to evolve together. Again, I think the relationship itself makes logistical sense. Obviously, the lover showing up is representing the fact that you two are lovers, and I do think that's how the relationship, again, is starting off. And then as time goes on, like I've said, the love between the two of you evolves. Can we please get a message for group number 1, the love story between them? Okay, so we have Farrah Lawrence, wise, trustworthy, caring, and optimistic. This could be a relationship, you guys, where you both feel, again, like you have the ability to grow together, where you have the ability to evolve together. You want to grow old with one another. There's a lot of trust within this connection, right? You both are very supportive and nurturing towards each other. We also have vow to the moon or oath to the moon. This is vows of love. For some reason, I feel like for those of you who picked pile 1, you are eloping or you are having a very, very private, small wedding. The vast majority of you are choosing to elope with this person. You are choosing to have a ceremony or a wedding, again, where it's just the two of you. I'm not sure if you're even notifying like family and friends that you're going through with this. Again, if you are, then it's going to be very, very small and intimate. I feel like your guys' love, again, it doesn't feel performative, you guys. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're just that couple who has to let everybody know that we're madly in love and all over each other. It feels very genuine. And again, it feels like as time has gone on, the love between the two of you has evolved and matured into something very stable. We have wooing, seek, search, encounter, and chase. So I want to be very clear, guys, just because this starts off as physical intimacy and like friendship, I don't want you to mistake that for a lack of effort on this person's part or on your part. I feel like you both put a significant amount of effort towards this connection in regards to making it something that you want to make it clear that you like them. They want to make it clear that they like you. I don't think that this is a low effort relationship. I think there is a lot of effort taking place within this connection. I think it just starts off more so as like the intention going into it was to have fun. The intention going into it was for it to not be that serious, but very quickly we realized like, oh no, like I do have feelings for you. I do want to explore this further. And then we have the Prince. This is protection, kindness, and undertake. So a relationship in which you both are very protective over one another. Again, supportive, kind. I do feel like there's a little bit of an age gap here, you guys. It doesn't feel significant, but it does feel like one person perhaps is a little bit older than the other. I'm not sure if that's you or them or vice versa. Can I please get a message on the love story for group 1 and their future spouse? Okay, so I don't know how to say this without sounding like not great, but I feel like the devotion, I think the cross, you know, a lot of people who look at the cross as a spiritual symbol, they're very devoted to that spiritual symbol, right? They're very devoted to the cross and what it symbolizes. I think this is showing up to represent the devotion that you two have to one another. It being on par with the way that some people view religion, or structured organizations such as Christianity, etc., etc., etc. I won't name off all the religions, but that is how I'm seeing this. Like, our devotion for one another is on the level or on par with the way some people view religion or their faith, okay? I do think for a lot of you who picked this pile as well, you will be having children with this individual. You will be reproducing with this individual. I also feel like that's extending to like grandchildren as well. It's not just like I see you with your kids, but I see you with like grandchildren as well. And then we have the coffin. And honestly, guys, like I think this is it. Like I think this is your person, the person that you are going to end up growing old with, like I've said, with the mature man and passing away with. The coffin is giving me very much till death do us part. So that's that. I want to see if I can get anything else, you guys, like moments in the relationship that are significant or activities within the relationship that are significant or important. Can I please get I was going to say, I feel like travel is really significant for you guys. I see you guys going to new locations together and building so many memories through this travel. I don't think this woman's literally pregnant, guys. Like, I don't know if that was intentional for her to look pregnant, but I feel like for some of you, you are conceiving your children while you were on vacation, or at least one of your children while you were on vacation. This could be your honeymoon. This could be while you were like literally just out on a random vacation having fun with one another. But I think that travel is a really, really important point of connection for the two of you. And it doesn't feel like small travel. I'm gonna be honest. It does feel like travel that kind of pushes you outside of your comfort zone. We have blessings here as well. Manifestation. I think that through this connection, you guys are able to accomplish more, and with them as well. Like the motivation or the desire, the drive to be the person that you've always wanted to be, or to live the life that you've always wanted to live, comes through this person. Motivates you, right? Pushes you. And then we have dreams. And I again, guys, I really think that this is representing you two having very similar dreams, or a very similar outline of what you want your life to look like. And that could play a role in why it's so easy for you guys to manifest a future together, because you have a similar vision of what you want to create. You have a similar goal in mind, so you both are working toward that. Okay. I will go ahead and pull some notes or some letters. And I will pull very, very few notes. I don't want to sit here and read notes for 5 minutes, so we're gonna just pull a few. Perfect, I'm gonna leave it just like that. Okay, you guys, these are the letters that popped out for you. Go ahead and see if you can find your name, your initials. If you have an idea of who this person could be, their name, their initials. There could also be words of significance, you guys. So like locations, I do see rose, I see delta, again, like flying, travel. I see delete, right? Like there could be other words of significance here. So just take a moment, see if you can find anything. For the notes, we have marriage. So again, I think that this is something that is very significant within this reading, because we are talking about your future spouse. It makes sense to me that marriage would show up a few times. We have high roller. This is talking about taking risks, being willing to take a risk. We have 12 months. We have clever. Ooh, here. There we go. Clever. We have Quebec. And reconsider your options. Okay, group number 1. That is all I have for you guys. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you today. I do hope that it was helpful. I almost forgot. I wanted to get a little love letter for you guys from this person. Can I please get? Perfect. Can't believe I almost forgot that. You are entering into a period of positive change, deep and profound transformations that occur at the deepest level of your being. You emerge with a renewed passion for life, full of romance and creativity. Ooh. Okay, we also have, it's only normal to miss somebody who is dear to you, but remember, love knows no separation. You may physically be apart, yet spiritually you are always united. Those you love are forever present in your heart. And then the last one we have here is, life is constantly changing, yet at its core it remains the same. Love does not change, it only grows stronger. Change is simply love unfolding its never-ending story. Okay, you guys, that is officially all I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I do hope that it was helpful and enjoyable. That's what I got. So enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Hello, group 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and start with our zodiac dice. Scorpio and shoot, why can I not? Leo. Scorpio and Leo. I feel like this happens every time I film, you guys. I just blank on a sign so hard for no reason. We have Leo and Scorpio again. Okay. Hello, Leo. Hello, Scorpio. Leo was like, you're gonna do it right this time, girl. Okay. You guys, I am not kidding. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here. Scorpio, Leo, if you're here, this is really, really for you. I love Leo. I love Scorpio. So love that you both are here. Everybody else who is not a Leo or a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, that is okay. There are many zodiac signs that show up throughout the cards. So yeah. Also, the dice is just extra. It's extra confirmation. It is not the meat and potatoes of the reading, so keep that in mind. Also, if you do want a personal reading, I do have those available on the 1st of every month, you guys, unless my Etsy states otherwise. I am in the process of moving, so most likely the month of August is going to be a little wonky when the readings will be available, so yeah. Anyways, let's start. I want to focus on the location, or like how you guys are meeting first, a timeline for when you guys are meeting perhaps, and then we'll get into the actual love story between the two of you. Can I please get I kind of want to pause this, you guys, and like soak this up, because I feel like you are meeting your future spouse during a time where you are going through some type of, I don't want to call it a transformation, but like a reckoning, okay? Like you are going through a reckoning where you're like, damn, I've really come this far only to come this far. That's what it's feeling like. Or perhaps we are recognizing toxicity, or I hate talking about it like this because it just sounds so dramatic and hyperbolic, but the 12th house is about our hidden enemies, our subconscious mind. So it could be that we are identifying hidden enemies in our life, or hidden enemies within our subconscious that perhaps we are participating in. So yeah, with this in general, I feel like you guys are coming to a point in your life when you meet your future spouse where you realize like, oh, I gotta make some changes. Like some things need to turn around, some things need to be addressed. I do feel like in doing this, you are in the mindset of trying to promote better habits, trying to surround yourself with better people. The reason I'm saying this is because we have Jupiter return. This is benefits. So it's like we've recognized our hidden enemies. We've recognized the ways in which we are sabotaging ourselves, and we are entering into an era of nourishment. We are entering into an era of abundance, of love, of beauty. We are receiving, we are reaping the rewards. This is honestly, you guys, the visual that's coming up. I always get like gardening visuals. I think it's just because it's easy for me to communicate that to you guys. I feel like you guys have been trying to plant a garden for the last 5 years, the last 10 years, the last 20 years. You've been trying to plant a garden, and every year when you think you are about to get your harvest, or when you think you're about to see the fruits of your labor, your plants die. And you're like, are you effing kidding me? Like, I've sat here for the last 8 months trying to nourish this garden, trying to nourish A, B, and C. For you guys, I'm assuming it's your love life that you've been trying to nourish, getting in and out of like relationships where you're like, oh, this is the one, and then it's not. And then, oh, I met someone else, this is the one, and then it's not. Or perhaps meeting the same person in a different version over and over and over again. So like dating the same person, but like a different person that is the same person, who has the same energy, who has the same personality or similar traits that could be triggering. It feels like your garden, your soil is sour, okay? And we, for so long, haven't been able to recognize why. And I think this 12th house, you guys, is giving you the secret formula, or is giving you the insight on why your soil is sour, why you haven't been able to grow anything, why nothing is growing on these lands, okay? That's what I'm getting from this. In recognizing that, it feels like we have then the ability to make the changes that are necessary to produce a harvest that's actually going to bring about something that is like worth it, right? So Jupiter return benefits. I'm sorry, that was such a long explanation. We have Libra here as well. I balance. So again, it's like coming into an era where you are experiencing more balance. I hate saying this because I don't want to be like, oh, you're meeting your future husband or your future wife during a time where everything's great. But that's like what I feel, guys. Like, it feels like you have almost taken out the trash or addressed the poison in your soil. And because of that, because you are in the mindset of health and wellness and abundance and moving in that direction, you are attracting someone who's also in the mindset of health and wellness and wanting to focus on abundance. So yeah, that's what I feel like is going on. Okay, moving forward, let's go ahead and get the love story. Okay. I do think for a lot of you who pick this pile, you are going to end up having a family with this person. This family could be an unconventional family, but I do believe you guys will look at your future spouse as family, and you guys will build a family together. The first card we have here makes so much sense. The soil is sour. We have the 10 of Wands. This is burdens, you guys. This is having a lot of crap on your back that's weighing you down. What's weighing you down is the soil that is poisoned, your subconscious mind, or the hidden enemies in your life that are sabotaging you, okay? I know not everybody believes in the evil eye, you guys. I'm someone who very, very much believes in the evil eye. I feel like the actual second I start to feed information to certain individuals in my life, things fall apart. So I have become, and it's really sad because I've become really accustomed to just keeping things that I view as important to myself. If I value a relationship, I will not share it with other people. If I value an opportunity, I will not share it with other people. I keep everything so close to my vest, and I do not share personal information about me anymore, which really is unfortunate because I love sharing. I love connecting to people both online and in person, and I just don't feel like that's something that I have the ability to do anymore. But that could be something that you guys also need to take into account. Like, when I go and I talk to this person, am I noticing a pattern where things fall apart? Versus when I keep things to myself, am I noticing a pattern where things don't fall apart? So This is just for those of you who believe in the evil eye. Keep things close to the vest. See if that changes things around. You may be able to identify who that hidden enemy is. I also want to say, you guys, sometimes people do project negativity unintentionally. If somebody's unhappy in their own life, sometimes they will project negativity unintentionally. The people in my life who do that, they're doing it very unintentionally. I don't think it's with malice whatsoever. So I do just want to say that. I'm not saying that your cousin is evil, right? I'm not saying your neighbor is evil because you are telling them like what is going on in your life. I'm just saying that perhaps individuals in your life who may be going through their own things could have that projection of negativity. Essentially what I'm seeing with the Ten of Wands, you guys, is releasing burdens from your life is freeing up opportunity, okay? Which, going into the opportunity, we have the Seven of Cups. Now, I have to be really clear with how I explain this because oftentimes people do misinterpret the way that I explain this, and they think that I'm saying, like, go out and be a freaking little hoe in the streets, and that's not what I'm saying unless you want to do that. No judgment from me, but this is talking about having a variety of options, keeping your options open, keeping your mind open to the possibilities. This is not settling, you guys. This is recognizing that, like, hey, I recognize that what is in front of me is freedom right now. I recognize that I have relinquished myself from these burdens, from these delays, from these setbacks. And I'm not going to sign my name on the dotted line to the next sweet thing that's blowing kisses at me, right? Like, I'm going to really make sure that the next commitment or the next attachment that I attach myself to is going to be something where I've really, really done my due diligence when it comes to investigating who this person is, the type of morals they have, how they behave under stressful circumstances, A, B, and C, right? So having a plethora of options, keeping your options open, and when making a decision, we are becoming more picky or choosy with who we are choosing. Two of Wands is planning for the future. Okay, so I do see this again as like you and your future spouse having a significant period of time where you are kind of just like getting to know each other, talking, understanding your likes, your dislikes. It feels, I don't want to say platonic, but it feels like there is a significant period of time where you guys are taking the relationship very, very slowly prior to talking about marriage or prior to talking about a more serious, heavy commitment. The Two of Wands to me represents once we get to that point where there is established trust, we are planning for the future. We are discussing like where we want our lives to go. For some reason, I feel like you guys are choosing to move to a different location with your spouse. This would be either when you're engaged or after you are married, where you guys are moving to a different, I don't know if it's a different country, you guys, or a different city. That doesn't feel very clear, but you're moving to a new location with this person. Okay, the Ten of Cups. This is like I was saying, like you guys are building a family with this person. You will view this person as your family, as your immediate family. For a lot of you, you are going to choose to have children with this person. Perhaps you're choosing to have pets with this person. Maybe you're choosing to adopt with this person. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is talking about fate. So we don't have any very much information, you guys, about when you guys are meeting or how you guys are meeting. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is essentially talking about this being a fated connection. So there could be this feeling of like, I was supposed to meet you, or I was supposed to go through this. I was supposed to have sour soil for a significant period of time. So then I had the opportunity to cleanse it, or I had the opportunity to remove myself from that situation. So then I could find you at this right time. So yeah, I do feel like oftentimes, you guys, like when we enter into connections that are fated connections, we can look back and compare notes and realize like, okay, I wasn't with you, or I didn't meet you at this time, or when I wanted to meet you because A, B, and C was going on, and our relationship wouldn't have worked if we would have jumped into something then. So hindsight, I want you guys to keep that in mind, that it may become more clear to you why you've had to wait for this person. Can I get some information on how they are meeting, please? What means are they meeting through? This is a lot. This is 4, but I guess I'll go ahead and read them anyways. We have culture here first. So it says there are cultural norms and expectations that I need to overcome before we can really be happy together. So you guys could come from different cultures, different backgrounds, right? Where like you grew up in a particular culture or in a culture that is different from your future partners. That could not necessarily cause problems between the two of you, but perhaps differences within the family unit. That's why I think it's so important that you two see each other as family, because there could be some significant differences in the way that your families are interacting with you and your family interacting with their family and vice versa, all this, okay? So different cultures are here. We also have wanderlust. There's so much more that I want to experience until I will be ready to settle down with you. So for those of you who are younger, it's very, very possible that this person is also like around your age. When I say younger, you guys, I'm talking 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It's very possible that this individual is just not mentally in a place where they feel like they have satiated their desire to explore yet, right? And obviously in a partnership, you still have the ability to explore, but I think less so. You have to be open to like settling down and being with your partner and not, I'm sorry, this is all blurry, being with your partner and having some type of stability, at least within that relationship. So for those of you who are younger, again, this person may not be ready as of right now. We have victim here. It says, I can't save you or fix all of your problems. Okay. So again, guys, I do think that the soil being sour is going to be addressed by you guys. Like I think you are addressing that 12th house. You are addressing the things that have to change prior to meeting this person. We have lessons here, and it says there are still lessons that I have to learn before I'm ready to be with you. Again, for those of you who are younger, I don't think this person is necessarily ready to be with you yet. Okay. For those of you who are older, that does not necessarily have to apply, because I do think there's a certain point where it's like, sir, you're 55 years old. Like if you're not ready now, when are you going to be ready? When you're like, So anyways, we're going to move on. Can I please get the love story? I also want to say this, you guys, if you are older, if you're like in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, like this is a good sign that this person is more likely ready for you in this timeline, right? It's a good sign because this is very young energy, and I would assume that you're dating somebody who is age appropriate, so I would assume that they are closer to ready. We have community here, okay? So their friends are really important to them. Their community is really important to them. I do think their culture is also very important to them. We have expectations. Let's get some information on what that is referring to. Can we please get confirmation on what the expectations is referring to? Lovers. So I do think for some of you who are watching this, you have a story built up in your mind of what this connection is supposed to be like, or what this relationship is going to be like. And it's not that I want to tell you to let that go, but I want to tell you that this person is going to be different than what you have expected them to be. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. Can we please get... I do think there's a lack of patience here. So step forward, accelerate, bring forward, make progress. There is a desire for things to progress quickly. I think this is coming from your guys' part, like, which is super reasonable, wanting things to accelerate, wanting your future spouse to be in your life, obviously, especially if you want to have children. We have humorous, loyal, devoted, wild, and frantic. I do think for a lot of you who picked this pile, your partner is a free spirit. And when I say that, I don't mean that they're somebody who is lacking loyalty or lacking a desire to have a stable relationship. But like I said, for those of you who are young, this person wants to explore. This person wants to learn lessons. This person wants to live before they have you join them in the adventure of life. I think that for those of you who are young, again, that may not be something that you want to hear, but I think that's going to be a necessary part of this person's growth as a person and them having the ability to be the best partner for you. For those of you who are older, again, I mean 28 and beyond, This person is somebody who still has a little bit of this like wild streak or this like spontaneous streak. However, I do think it's a lot more grounded as they get older. They are somebody who's funny, loyal, very devoted, but this person likes to have a good time, you guys. And I think that they want to take you along that journey, but I think, again, it's going to be not when they're 21. We have the Prince of Cats. This is fashion and aggressiveness. So this person may be a little bit of a diva, okay? This person may be somebody who has a good eye for aesthetics. This person could have a good eye for perhaps, or a good ear, I guess we could say, for music. Maybe they have a good eye for art. Maybe this is somebody who has a refined like taste palette. Prince of Cats also does make me feel like this person prefers cats over dogs, which love that personally. But can I get a message on the love story between group number 2 and their future spouse? Oh, this is so interesting. So this person's smarter than they look, group number 2. This person is far more intelligent than what they look. I'm not gonna lie, this is giving me, for some reason, this is such a random thing that's popping up, but it's giving me Jack from Titanic. It's giving me somebody who has lived that type of lifestyle where they have almost lived like many different lives in this one life. And again, it's not that they are somebody who doesn't value relationships or having stability, but they're somebody who I think really does kind of live by the seat of their pants. Like they're not someone, especially when they're younger, who had a plan. Like this person is somebody who was very much a free spirit. I also do think this individual is very creative and resourceful. Okay, I don't know why this is coming up, but it's like I can create magic out of dust. Like it very much feels like somebody who has the ability to create with a shocking amount of like not many things in front of them. Like this person can create magic with very little resources. Okay. For some of you, this is like a traveling physician or a traveling nurse. Maybe even somebody who's like going out and running like scientific studies on different animals. I don't know why that's coming up, but I do feel like there is almost like this crossover between like science, maybe like medical things, and work and travel. It's like they're combining these things with their work. It's not going to be for all of you, but that is definitely for some of you. We have the 4-leaf clover. So again, there is a level of luck here that's showing up within this connection, within this relationship. I want to go ahead and pull a love letter for you guys before we get into the notes and the letters. So life is forever changing in accordance with nature's divine will. May we lovingly embrace life's changes, seasons, in the knowledge that all is as it should be, and that love is all there is. I'm so sorry for my stutter there at the end. There we go. Okay. We also have your soulmate's love surrounds you this very moment. Stop and feel it. Unconditional love glowing through the eternal flame of oneness, a spiritual union of two souls radiating light for the entire world to feel. So I do think a part of your guys' love story with this person is the fact that like you guys are going to evolve and change so much through meeting this person. Like this person's going to show you so much of the world, and I think that that is beyond just like traveling to new locations, but I think that also involves you two potentially like living, like I said, in new locations. Maybe again you are moving for their work. Can I get a message? Oh, we have empowerment. So this is not a relationship that takes from you. I feel like we started this reading speaking about relationships or about connections that take from you, burdens that are on your back, right? This relationship is empowering to you. And then we have the career. Interesting. This could be empowering for your guys' career. Again, I do think that there is moving involved with the career, like a significant move. Okay, I'm going to pull a few of these for you guys. Can I get some information for group number 2 on who... Okay. Okay. And some letters. All right, group 2, these are all the letters that came out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials, if you know who this person is or you have speculation of who this person is, their name, their initials. Also, words of significance, you guys. Words of significance. Okay. Committed relationship for the notes. Freckles. We have J, 1111, butterflies, late 20s. Like I said, I do feel like for a lot of you also have late 30s. I feel like for a lot of you, it's most likely that you were meeting this person around this time, okay? Or within that timeline. We have tattoos. We have melanin deep. We have fluffy hair. I always think of like Haggard when I see fluffy hair. That's why I smile, guys, because I just like I get like a funny picture of Haggard. Okay, anyways. We have 8 or the infinity sign. And that is all we got, guys. So like, what do I think your guys' love story is? I think your guys' love story is a love story that is about adventure and growth and family. Like, I think the foundation of your bond with your future spouse is the fact that they view you as family and you view them as family. Regardless of if you guys have children or you don't have children, you two look at one another as like, you are my family and I'm going through this adventure that we call life together. Like, I want to go through this with you. And that's, I think, the best way to explain your guys' connection and your guys' love story is it's one that is based in adventure, one that's based in having fun and exploring and evolving. I think that you two are going to grow so much together through this relationship. I think you guys have grown so much prior to meeting each other, and being with each other almost like promotes that growth to like speed up. So yeah. I'm really excited for you guys, group number 2, and I do hope that this was helpful. I hope you're looking forward to this. That's all I've got. So, sending you love. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to go ahead and roll our dice. If you're new here, the dice are extra. It's dessert, so please do keep that in mind. If your sun doesn't pop up, it's not that serious. We have Cancer. Just our little crustaceans. Hello, hello, hello. We have Leo and Scorpio. Hello, Leo. Hello, Scorpio. Hello to everybody who's coming over from pile number 2. We have Cancer and Aquarius. I'm gonna do one more roll. Cancer, I love you. I am a Cancer sun, so I love you, but like, I feel like the dice are really repetitive today. Anyways, let's go ahead and start. If you guys are looking for a personal reading, I do have those available at the first of every month. However, I am in the process of a move, so I will be specifying on my Etsy shop when I will have readings available. But can I please get a message for group number 3? How are they meeting? Okay. Okay. We have the Grand Cross, the Provoker. Okay, beautiful, amazing, love it. We have Uranus, the Genius. This is Aquarius energy. This is representing chaos, you guys. Things changing in a bit of a chaotic manner. We have Leo here again. Hello, Leo. We have Cancer with the moon showing up, the soul. And then we have the South Node, life's debt, something that we are meant to let go of. So what am I seeing here in regards to how you guys are meeting? I think that there is a part of yourself or your current life that you, maybe not current, but a part of your life that you have to release and surrender to, in regards to like, I accept that this part of my life is not productive for me moving forward. So I'm going to embrace the chaos. I'm going to embrace the unknown. I'm going to embrace being in uncomfortable situations or uncomfortable environments because I am seeking growth. I feel like for a lot of you, this chaos that you are experiencing when you're meeting your future spouse has to do with you pushing yourself socially. Pushing yourself out of your social limits. This could be like, I'm not somebody who likes going to the bar, but I'm going to go to the bar. Or I'm not somebody who likes to approach other people, but I'm going to start approaching other people. I'm not somebody who is overly social in general, but I'm going to make it a point to socialize. Why do I think that this is connected to socializing? Because we do have Leo here. Leo is, I'm not saying if you are a Leo watching this, I'm not saying this about you. I'm talking about the archetype Leo. Leo is very much eye-catching, all eyes on me, pay attention to me, the center of the universe, right? The sun. So to me, this is all about socializing. When we're talking about how are you meeting your future spouse? Yes, it could be that you're wearing a gorgeous red hot dress and your hair is flowing in the wind and they're just like, ooh, she's so hot, like I need to go approach her. Or it could be that you are putting yourself in social situations to where this person has the ability to meet you, this person has the ability to approach you, or you have the ability to approach them. This to me is registering as socialization, okay? Going out, socializing. Being pushed out of your comfort zone because we have Uranus here. Uranus does add a chaotic element to the reading or to the meeting. Chaos doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be socializing, you guys. The reason why I'm picking up on a little bit of antisocial behavior is because we have the moon here. The moon is all about like our emotions and our feelings, and we have so much Cancerian energy. So whether or not you're a Cancer is not important. I feel like the vast majority of people who pick this pile are people who are more of home buddies, people who like to be at home, people who like to sit on the couch and watch movies and cuddle and be more to yourself. So this is why I'm saying all this, okay? I feel like the vast majority of you who pick this pile, you more so like to be at home or you more so like to be in your comfort zone. You are meeting your spouse outside of your comfort zone while you are socializing. Letting go, I'm going to go ahead and pull a tarot card, you guys, to understand like what we have to let go of prior to meeting this person. Can I please get a message? Queen of Pentacles. Putting too much focus on work or on our education. And when I say that, I don't mean that you shouldn't be putting focus on your work and education. I mean that perhaps you are overextending yourself when it comes to your responsibilities and you're not feeding enough of your social relationships or your social life, okay? So creating more balance between work and your personal life could be very beneficial for you in regards to meeting your future spouse. Now, let's go ahead and dive into the love story. We have the 8 of Swords. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. You have a lot of major arcana cards here, you guys, which is referencing this being a monumental moment in your life. So the 8 of Swords is talking about being trapped, feeling stuck. So like I said, guys, whether you self-identify as somebody who is more of an introvert or whether you're like, no, I'm super extroverted, blah, 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 blah. That's great. There's something that's holding you back though. And for a lot of you, it is the fact that you are introverted and you are not putting yourself out there. For others of you, I don't know what it is, but there's something holding you back that feels very, very significant here in regards to why you have not met them yet. The 8 of Swords represents having your hands tied behind your back, not having the ability to move forward because you are stuck. The Ace of Swords is talking about a breakthrough. Okay, so this is that Uranus energy, group number 3. This is talking about things becoming a little bit chaotic, but in a good way. Like this is bringing about new ideas, new information, becoming really inquisitive, right? Experiencing mental breakthroughs. So I think that this is positive. But it can be a bit uncomfortable. We have strength here as well, group number 3. And strength is a card that's referencing essentially like you guys having the energy of emotional strength, having the ability to push through. This is also connected to Leo, so I do find that interesting that Leo is here. We have Cancer as well with the Chariot. So you have both emotional strength and physical strength. So you are pushing yourself both physically and emotionally outside of your comfort zone in order to have this union. If you remain in your comfort zone, group number 3, it's very, very likely that the meeting between you and your soulmate, or you and your future spouse, I should say, is going to be pushed out, or is going to be less, like I would expect it later rather than sooner. If you refuse to push yourself, again, emotionally and physically. And then we have the Fool, you guys, and the Fool is representing a new beginning. Like this is going in a new direction. This is opening up new chapters. So again, I think the key to you meeting your future spouse is embracing the Fool, is embracing a little bit of chaos, is doing things you haven't done before. Because if you've been waiting for so long, but you're like, I want to stick with the same formula, it's, to me personally, if I'm trying to accomplish something, you guys, I don't continue the same path or the same thing that I'm working on if I'm not seeing results, right? If I'm not seeing movement, it doesn't make sense to maintain the same strategy. It makes sense to change what it is you are focusing on. It makes sense to change the strategy and how you are approaching the situation. Let's continue. Can I please get a message on the love story? This love is going to require you guys to be brave, okay? Call upon your inner Leo, call upon your inner Sun to push yourself to do the things that you're afraid to do. Unfortunately for you guys, or fortunately, I think that this is a really positive thing. Actually, I can see how somebody could see it as negative, but I think that in order to meet the love of your life, in order to meet the person that you want to marry, in order to engage in a relationship that you have yet to experience, you have to be brave. You have to push yourself outside of the boundaries that you have set up. We have Beauty here as well. Okay, so this is about feeling confident, you guys. For some of you, there could be a lack of confidence in regards to your physical vessel, and that's completely understandable. Like, I get that 110%. And I'm not going to tell you, like, oh, who cares? Like, just ignore that and, like, go for it. Well, go do whatever you need to do anyways. Like, I think feeling good and feeling comfortable in your body is so important, regardless of what that vision is for you. Obviously, as long as you are maintaining your health and you're not harming yourself, then like, I think you should do what you need to do in order to feel good about your body. So with this showing up, I do think that there is a need to address perhaps the confidence part of yourself, or the lack of confidence that you may be experiencing. We have Inspiration. Okay. I am kind of seeing this as like being out with girlfriends or being out with your guy friends, and the people that you are around are kind of playing as a role of inspiration to push you towards go approach him, or go get her number. Like, I feel like that's the vibe that I'm getting with this. It's like the people that you are surrounding yourself with is encouraging you, or they are encouraging you to strike up a conversation with your future spouse, or to, again, ask for their number, or ask for their name. Maybe even just give them a compliment, you guys. I'm somebody who, it's very natural for me just to give people compliments. Like, I'm not even flirting when I'm doing it. But I do feel like when I'm single, it kind of does play to my advantage of like, oh, like I'll just go give him a compliment. Like, he's a cute guy. I like this. I like that. Like, let me just go compliment something random. I do also feel like if you are a woman interested in a man, and you feel like he could, like there's a possibility of him being attracted to you as well, I do feel like the more niche the compliments are, the better results you will get from that. So maybe take that. We have Answers here as well. Again, to me, this is representing like new information coming in. I really want to get like something better for you guys. Can I please get the love story for group? Oh, Justice. So this is more balance. Again, I do think the way that you guys are finding this person or coming into union with this person is through having a more balanced overall life, like socially. Moving forward, can we please get the love story for group number 3? That's so funny. One more. So we talked about the 8 of Swords, you guys. That 8 of Swords representing being stuck, having your hands tied behind your back, right? You guys are going to know better than I what is holding you back, what's keeping you stuck. I need you to pause. I need you to pause and really ask yourself, like, what is holding me back? Am I not confident? Am I somebody who doesn't go out and socialize? Am I somebody who is projecting the energy of like, I want to be a wife or I want to be taken seriously? Or am I projecting a different energy? I want you guys just to take personal stock of like what you are contributing or what you are doing to contribute to your situation. If the answer is nothing, that's great. How can I shake up my environment? How can I shake up the individuals that I am engaging with? How can I make changes in the things that I can control versus the things that I can't, right? Obviously, you can't control what you can't control. So with the sickle here, I'm seeing this as freedom. I'm seeing this as freeing yourself from that 8 of Swords. I'm seeing this as relinquishing yourself from what is holding you back. We do have marriage and children here. We have the stork and we have the rings. So I do see this very classically as like getting married, having children. For some of you, these children may not be like human children. It could be pets. It could be adoption. Obviously, adopting human children are still children, but like it doesn't need to be conventional is what I'm trying to say. But marriage and children are here on the table. Okay. Can I get a message on the love story? Flirt and seduction. Okay, you guys, I really do feel like for some of you, and I know you don't want to hear this, babe. I know you don't want to hear this, but look at me. It's okay to strike up a conversation with a stranger that you are attracted to. It's okay. I know it can be uncomfortable, but like, I really feel like some of you guys need to do that. And I know, I get it. Like, I am the woman or I am the feminine. I want to feel feminine. Totally get it, babe. I really do. However, I just feel like for some of you, like this may be the recipe or the thing that we need to change. Just becoming more flirtatious, more seductive, it's not even giving the energy of like, I'm a woman approaching a man. It's giving the energy of like, I'm a fun person having fun and like making casual conversation and being kind and being playful. Like that's what it's giving. It's not like I'm a woman, but like I'm gonna step into a masculine energy and be like, hey, can I get your number? Like, no, it feels more free. It feels more playful and fun and cutesy and seductive. So please guys, if you are nervous to approach people, if you're out and you see somebody attractive and you're like, I don't want to approach them because I'm the woman. I get it. I hear you. I do. But you don't need to do it in a way that's like masculine. You can do it in a way that's very feminine. You can do it in a way that's just playful and not necessarily directly being like, I'm attracted to you. Can I have your number? Or I'm attracted to you. Like, you want to go, like, you don't need to approach it like that. You can just strike up a conversation and leave the door open for them then to continue the conversation further if they are interested. Anyways, I feel like so many women, and maybe I'm just going on a rant, guys, but I feel like so many women are so afraid to just strike up a conversation with anyone, a man, a woman, a dog. Like, I just feel like the lack of social skills has really harmed us in regards to romance and like life in general. And this is something that I think would be beneficial for you guys, group number 3, for you to get comfortable with just talking and socializing and striking up random conversations and being flirty. We have wooing here. This is seek, search, encounter, and chase. Now, obviously, again, I understand not wanting to chase somebody, but I do think that if you are tired of being single, you cannot expect this person to come knocking on your door. There does have to be a level of you wooing them or you pursuing romance. The way that we used to do this, you guys, back in the 1700s, 1800s, I think it's more so the 1800s, we used to throw those like balls, right? Where like women would get dressed up or young ladies would get dressed up and we would socialize with each other. We would strike up conversations with each other. We would dance with each other. Like, we need more of that. And obviously, like, unfortunately, we don't have events like that where we can go to where the intention is, romance. But there are many social situations, you guys, where we have the ability to interact with other people. And I think leaving the door open for either a man or a woman to like flirt back with you is important. And I think having that skill set is important. If you are tired of being alone, you have to change something that you're doing in regards to your social interactions. We have reject. This is a firm rejection. That's the other thing, guys. Like I always say, it's like, what's the worst thing someone's gonna say? No. Okay. Like, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm different. Maybe I'm just like crazy. That doesn't bother me. It's never ever been a bother for me if somebody has like rejected. I don't know. Like that's just not something that I think should be much of a bother. I don't think most people are rude, you guys. I don't think most people like want to hurt somebody's feelings. So if you feel like you're approaching someone and you're trying to start up a conversation and they aren't being social back with you, like that's weird on their part, not on your part. If you're just being friendly and flirty and like having a good time, I don't think there's anything wrong with or anything you should be afraid of in regards to rejection, okay? Now, with your spouse, I do think there is this flirtatious back and forth between the two of you. I do feel like it's most likely in a social situations where your friends or their friends are encouraging you to go talk to them or them to go talk to you. And I do think there's almost like this awkwardness of like, ooh, like I'm socially awkward, but like I like you, or but I like want this conversation to keep going. Your guys' interaction feels very like not fully like meshing. Not that you guys aren't compatible, but the initial interaction feels almost like we're both jittery and nervous and we're not like, it's not smooth. It doesn't feel very smooth at all, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think it's kind of cute. Can I please get a message on their love story? Can I please get... We do have messages, so some of you guys could be meeting this person online. Again, don't be afraid to start up the conversation if you think it's worth it. We have change. Again, something has to change with you guys in order to experience the changes that you're wanting to see in your love life. Your approach to love, your approach to relationships, your approach to romance, I think needs to evolve a little bit, and not perhaps in a massive way, but even small adjustments, you guys, can be really beneficial. We have labor and toil. Again, I think for a lot of you, you have to make room in your life for romance. You have to make room in your life for socialization. And then we have despair. I want to understand what this despair is. I do believe it's the loneliness, the feeling of like not moving forward. Can I please get... So there's a level up here. I think this is the Eight of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling alone. The Page of Pentacles is leveling up. It's experiencing an upgrade. I don't think I'm really getting your guys' love story. I'm going to be honest. I've been sitting here talking for so long and I don't feel like I'm getting much of like a love story. I feel like what I'm getting is how you are meeting your future spouse. And I feel like what I'm getting is what you need to do prior to meeting your future spouse. Yes, I see kids. Yes, I see marriage. I also feel like this relationship will be one in which you guys both feel very balanced. Like you two have a balanced connection where like you put in effort and they put in effort. It feels like a very fair relationship, but I don't feel like I'm getting a whole lot of information on the relationship itself, which I am sorry for that. Obviously, I can't force the cards to like deliver a message that doesn't want to come out. So can I please get a love letter from their future spouse? Trust in the healing powers of love, for it is only through love that happiness is possible. Observe all that transpires, but don't get emotionally attached. The storm will clear. You can be of assistance to the one you love only if you remain positive. There we go. And then we have, this is a favorable time for matters of the heart, a time of inspiration and healing. A relationship blossoms. Your heartfelt inspirations now manifest lovingly into reality. You guys, we may very well be close, or you guys may be very well close to meeting this person, and perhaps that's why we're not getting the love story that's unfolding, but we're getting more so of what your focus needs to be right now, You are who you are because of your history. All of it has helped you grow in love and wisdom. Every experience has blessed you in some way. Embrace the past and forgive anything that needs forgiving. Yeah, guys, this very much feels like you guys are prepping to meet this person. Can I have a message for group number 3 in the love story with them and their future spouse? And then some letters. I will get those off the ground. All right, group number 3. These are all the letters that came out for you guys. Go and see if you can find your name, your initials. If you know who this person is or you have an idea, their name, their initials, words of significance. The blank one, you guys, is blank on both sides. So please do feel free to replace that with like whatever letter. If you're missing a singular letter for a word, you can replace that with that, or you can use that as a replacement. Or a fill-in, I guess is a better way to verbalize that. Anyways, we have thin hair for our notes. Boop, boop, boop. Thin hair. We have a standout smile. Calling and texting. Again, this relationship may be one that is started online. We have A. Falling in love. We have athletic. Maybe this is something you guys are bonding over, is like athletics, sports. We have long work hours. Again, guys, I think it's really, really important to create harmony and balance in your life in regards to your work hours. We have glasses or contacts. We have F. So if you guys need an F, there's an F. We have a small chin. We have 12, or the 12th. We have risky. London, Moscow. We have bushy brows. We have Italy. Talented. And nice feet. So the only thing I can really take from this, you guys, is maybe they are somebody who is of Russian descent, UK, British descent. Maybe, what else came up? London, Moscow, Italian, Russian, British. I see you guys falling in love, right? We have calling and texting, which could indicate, like I said, this connection starting off online. Athletic, maybe you guys are both into something that requires an athletic ability. Talent is here as well, so maybe you guys are bonding over a similar talent that you both share. But that's what I have for you guys, group number 3. I'm so sorry, like I said, that there was not more of a love story here. I think the main focus is like meeting this person. And I think for a lot of you, you are close to meeting this person, which is why the focus isn't on the love story that's unfolding for you guys, but how to get there. Because I think that this is happening sooner rather than later. So that's what I have. I hope it was helpful. I love you, group 3, and that is all I got. So